We've got a brand new grill and a brand new cook we cannot wait to share with you.
That's right, we're about to slay some baby backs on the brand new Onyx Edition Savannah smoker. You want to see this thing?
Stick around while we dig in. So it is late now, the sun is gone, we're losing daylight, but we had all this cooking prep and everything all during the day.
Yep.
We made some ribs and we've got them here ready to go. So Brett, let's hurry and get into the process so people know what we did.
We are calling these the Coca-Cola Pit Boss ribs. So we got baby back ribs, a 3-pack, got them at Costco, under 20 bucks.
Absolutely.
So that was awesome, go ahead.
Yeah, and so we cut these open, we wanted to prep them, but the best part is the membrane was already taken off the back, so not a lot of prep. But Brett, what grocery specifically are we using for this?
There we go. Other than the ribs, which you've already talked about, we are using the Pit Boss Kansas City rub. We're using the St. Louis barbecue sauce. That's right. We're keeping this in Missouri.
That's right.
That's what we're doing. Brown sugar, butter, and love.
And Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Yes, that's right.
My favorite thing about it is I found a spritzer, the spray bottle. I had a brand new one. I was going to put the Coca-Cola into the bottle, and I thought, you know what? This actually fits right on the Coca-Cola bottle.
And
we're going to spritz with the Coca-Cola. We are also going to use the Coca-Cola in just a little bit. So Brent, we're going to talk about the process, what we did, and got into this one. First of all, how do we prep this? What are we doing? And then we'll talk about the process that you've been using that you brought to the smoker today.
Okay, the method rather. So here the process is I flipped these over to take the membrane off. It was already taken care of. Thank you, Costco. So flipped them back over, and then we simply just put the rub on nice and liberally.
Nice,
went over the top, went over the bottom, not quite as liberally because you know I don't really eat the bottom of the ribs. And then we got them on these racks. All right, and then we put these on these other racks. We put the racks upside down. Thank you for How to Barbecue Right. Got our Malcolm
teaching us that method. It helps us move the ribs around as we need to.
Exactly. So that's why you put them upside down, so you can kind of use these the feet, if you will, as handles. So then that was it. We got
the smoker to 250
degrees. That was what that's the temp you want these at. Put them in 2 hours, open smoke, if you will, and that was it.
After about an hour.
After about, that's right. After an hour, we started spritzing with Coca-Cola, and we did it probably about 20 minutes, about 3 or 4 times before
we actually wrapped them.
Yep.
Gonna move operations because of rain.
There we go.
There we go. We're pulling this off. We're gonna go ahead and give this a wrap. So this is what we're gonna do. We've got our 4 pounds of butter. You can do as much as you want. And then within this, I just go ahead and we're going to get some brown sugar. No such thing as too much.
Correct.
And then we kind of are gonna boat this up. The reason is because this needs to hold some fluid, Brett.
Yes, it does. And we're actually going to use more than just one piece of tin foil because we got to wrap these a lot, or we got to make sure they're completely wrapped and wrapped tight.
So we've been spritzing our Coca-Cola.
Adam's like, yes, this is a bad angle to spritz.
Otherwise, put a little bit of Coca-Cola in here with this.
These are Coca-Cola ribs, after all.
Yep. And we can always spritz more on after as needed.
More on. So more. Oh, good. Oh, good. It's coming out slow.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm trying to squeeze.
And the drips down are going right into our Coca-Cola mixture, which is fine by me.
By design.
So this will just help them with the sauce, stickiness, and also a little bit of moisture.
Yep, I do want a little bit more over here.
There we go.
And we got to get all the way around the edges and the sides as well.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do
is flip them upside down, and these will get more barbecue sauce. So.
Yes.
There we go. And we're gonna start giving this a nice. This is just gonna be a nice light side. We don't really eat this side, so. That's good right there. I'm brushing. You can see there's lots of meat right there. Coca-Cola juice is up on there too.
Ooh, man. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and wrap this.
So we're gonna wrap it nice and tight.
So I always fold the one side, bring it up and in.
Oh, we might only need the 1 piece of tin foil.
Oops, starting to lose a little bit of that full fluid. No, I'll get one more.
One more to go over the top. Again, you want to make sure you wrap these tight. So you want to make sure you bone side up, meat side down. So there is one. We're gonna pull these quickly and take care of those. And
for 2 hours, we went ahead and wrapped them. Now, before we wrapped them, we placed
4 pats of butter, 3 pats of butter for the last 2, and a bunch of brown sugar on this. And then we poured a little bit of that Coca-Cola in there for the bottom to help absorb. And then we lay these face down in the tin foil, get them wrapped.
Sauce them up too.
Yep, sauce them up too. Yeah, sorry. We also we hit them with the St. Louis barbecue sauce. It's got a hint of that hickory, that smokiness that we really like.
Sweetness
too. Once we went ahead and sauced these, we put them face down in that butter, in that brown sugar, in that Coca-Cola.
Wrapped them tight.
Wrap these up, and then we put them on the smoker for another 2 hours.
We wanted to point out, this has been going for 3 hours now. We've already wrapped the ribs, and this has held consistently at what we've been putting it at. We've been really, really, really impressed with this. Good job, Pit Boss.
Because I got carried away and we were talking a little bit much, they went for about an extra 20 minutes. Now that's going to be key to the outcome, which I think is crazy. Because one got really cooked. We'll talk about that in just a second.
Exactly. I agree.
It's funny because you're right. You turned a positive because I was telling him, I said, hey man, we got to pull them. We're doing other cooks at the same time. So that may or may not have played into this, but it worked out. It did end up working out. And so I think we got ribs 3 ways is what we're calling this one. We did pull them out though, sauce them one time, open face them for the last 15 minutes.
Just
we wanted to go, we wanted to go about 30 minutes, but because we had left them wrapped for too long, they got so moist in there, they got so much moisture that they really started to fall off the bone, some of them. So this is what I was saying when we got ribs 3 ways. When we pulled them, 2 of the racks kind of started to literally pull off the bone. So if you like your pull off the bone ribs, we got them for you. This big one though, actually, there was so much moisture that actually all this sauce kind of melted off a little bit. Yes. Even when we put some more sauce
off the bone.
But that said, these ones actually held the integrity a little bit more, so these have more bite to them. So if you like to be able to pull the meat off the ribs yourself, we got you. If you want fall off the bone ribs, we got you. If you want ribs that are already falling off the bone, we got you. There's literally something for everybody. Now, I was concerned because I have overcooked ribs before where they were really mushy. So we did taste the ones that fell off because I told Brett, I said, I don't want to present them if they are super mushy. They are still on our plate in the background because we don't have them here, but we tasted them. They are really good. So that meat is going to be perfect.
We can't make these and not take a bite.
Oh, you didn't know?
I thought you realized we had ribs. Next cook. I was like, I thought he said they're left back there.
No.
Oh, that's right. The other ones.
The only ones I left. So we've got these ones we're going to be able to bite off the bone. These ones are kind of falling off the bone.
The other ones are already off the bone.
They fell off the bone. So we'll go. We already tasted those, like I said, because I thought they were going to be mushy. They were not mushy. They were actually good. So I want to grab.
I like this one right here.
Yes, you do.
This is why we like baby backs. Look at all the meat on top.
The next door neighbor.
Get a lot of the meat. All right. Oh man, look at, you can see the ring, which we already did show. See that?
Well, Brett, without further ado, like we say, it can look amazing.
Oh, these look absolutely amazing.
They do. Like we say, they can smell amazing.
Oh, by the way, can I get a smell? Yeah.
Smell? Yeah, you can. But if these don't taste amazing, this was all for naught. Cheers. I'll eat to that, my brother.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, you gotta bite that off the bone.
You can taste the Coke.
You can taste the Coke. And that brown sugar and the barbecue sauce.
I'd go to a restaurant.
I'm going back for these ones. Let me set that down. This is ready to fall off the bone. So Brett, I'll just peel this and we can just half this one so we're not both grabbing. Look at that. That's just peel off the bone.
Oh,
look at that.
There's
completely. The bone. There you go. I'll split that with you. I take the bigger half. Cheers. I'll eat to that.
My bad.
Ooh.
Oh, it melts.
I was telling Brett, I like being able to bite the rib off the bone.
I like this one
falling
better.
off the bone. That's my favorite way. But you know what? Like we said, that one had so much moisture, the sauce had fallen off. This maintained it. It's got that tackiness on the outside. I can taste the Coca-Cola, the brown sugar.
So I want my ribs every time, right there.
That is amazing. Now, like I said, we've got the ones that already fell off the bone. We're going to gather that meat. People are going to eat that for sure. We still have that for a pulled rib sandwich. Thanks, Brett. Hey, for toweling me. This is spectacular. You got to try this. You got to try Coca-Cola ribs. We do have the ribs that we're going to use for rib meat, for sandwiches, things like that. These, we got to get back in there. We've got, actually, Kenzie's got some friends over. I think they're coming back for some ribs.
They're actually out to dinner right now, but they said they're coming back for some ribs.
They found out we got the ribs. They're coming back for them. The Savannah, I am blown away. It held at 250.
It was
100% of the time. I've not had a smoker do that. It usually goes up and down. We're used to some fluctuation. The Savannah, whatever they did with this, they nailed it. It's held the heat the whole time.
And in fact, even when we opened it for a long time when we were doing the switching, it got down to maybe 240, 230. Yeah. But within minutes, it was back to 250 solid.
Absolutely impressed.
Perfect way to break this in. Now we got a lot of the juice and everything all over. It's nighttime, so either tonight or tomorrow, I'm gonna have a big cleanup on the Savannah, Aisle Savannah, but I'm okay with it. It was worth it.
Savannah,
we always say,
na.
preparing the ribs, and then even cleaning up after it is all worth it for what
It's such
you
a
get.
joy.
Amazing.
And by the
man.
way, when you're sitting out poolside or in the pool and you're smelling the smoke, it's all worth it.
Yep. Well, it's getting dark out here. We've lost daylight, so we really appreciate you stopping by and enjoying this with us. If you did enjoy this, if it gave you an idea of something that you can put on your smoker, your grill, or if you happen to get a Savannah and you're looking for a cook, we got you.
By the way, we have a link for our section on the Pit Boss Grills website. You can see all the grills and griddles that we recommend, that we like, some of our recipes and everything. And you can shop also for anything that you want on Pit Boss in our link below.
That's right. Man, we love that we get to come and do this. Aside from coming out and knocking out bangers like this, our Coca-Cola baby back ribs.
Yes.
Why else are we
Pit Boss
doing Pit Boss
Coca-Cola baby back ribs.
Why else are we doing this?
Because all we do is twin,
no matter what. With that, we bid you adieu.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.